Welcome to Stop the Madness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stop the Madness. I'm your host, The Kid Plot. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Of course, I'm here with my co-host, Isaac Cotto.
You know this.
We in the building. Help us get to 3K. We almost there. We've been grinding. We need y'all help. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell as well so you're notified when we make more videos like this. Make sure you comment on the video and share the video and like the video. Kick us off. What we talking about, Cotto?
I start laughing because I'm going to have to agree with some of this stuff. Uncle Trump, Uncle Donnie, he's actually fulfilling
from the jump.
The man haven't even started work.
Even in there.
And things are happening. Let's check out this video.
Just by the time he is in office.
If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. And they should have given him back a long time.
So that was last week.
Right.
And now this is today.
It is done. It is confirmed, meaning that Hamas has given that final green light, agreeing to the ceasefire and hostages release deal that had been on the table for a while. And based on all of our reporting, we knew that this really was the final step that all of the parties were waiting for, that it really came down to this group agreeing to the parameters that everybody else had agreed to. Part of the reason we have been so cautious in our reporting all of this time is precisely that, that in the end, it came down to Hamas giving this final green light. And when we have spoken to at least U.S. officials involved in these discussions and with knowledge of the situation, they always pointed to the fact that it was impossible to make any kind of predictions with certainty because at the end of the day, they were dealing with Hamas. But again, here we have it, confirmation from a senior administration official that Hamas has finally given the green light, and there is a deal for a ceasefire in Gaza and for the hostages to be released.
What's done is done. The man is coming in, and sure, lo and behold.
I mean, he literally said, "Yo, if those hostages ain't back by the time I get in the office."
Well, you know,
boy,
him saying that, and he didn't even have to say, I disagree with Israel's doing. I disagree with them killing all the innocent people. He doesn't have to even. It was a effective way that he might have said that behind the scenes and say, Netanyahu, whatever his name is, the prime minister of Israel, like
him and Yahoo or something like that.
Saying like, look, what you're doing is completely wrong. He didn't have to say that. Bring the hostages back. If not, all hell break loose. And the only way you could do that is have a real peace ceasefire.
Correct.
Apparently, they're going to give back the hostages, and Israel is going to release about 1,300 prisoners. Man, the man hasn't even been sworn in yet.
Well, that goes to show you how much power, you can have as a president if you actually put your foot down. You know what I mean? If you actually are believable. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Trump is about that. Like he'll follow through with what he says. If they allow him to do certain things here in this country, that he'll follow through with it. And no one's gonna stop him from making sure that those hostages came here safely. That's why those 1,300 are coming. But bro, them jokers, they knew. They said, "Yo, we don't want to mess with U.S. like that."
Israel didn't want to stop.
I know.
Israel wasn't trying to stop this war. They had no intention.
Clearly, they
didn't.
didn't.
They didn't. But guess what? And again, it's a shame because how many innocent kids were killed? Where
terrible.
If
Biden
6 months ago would have been like, I don't care if I'm here, not here, but this don't happen right now, there's problems.
Well, because the problem is a lot of the time the Democrats ain't got no balls. They don't. You gotta have a little balls, man. You have to, especially when you're dealing with maniacs.
And I think it goes to the speaking that Trump is not a pure political animal, and someone who's done 30 years as a congressman and then became a president and is just ultra into the political sphere.
Yeah.
He's really like, that's the way he feels.
Mhm.
And if he gets a sense it's the right decision based on the advice he's getting, it could really happen. But he sold it. He might have, you would have no idea that he had zero intention of doing anything.
Right. I mean, so is it safe to say that other countries probably fear and respect Trump a little bit more?
I think it's more than anything, I think it's the fear of the unknown.
Of the unknown.
Where it's kind of like when we go into countries to remove dictators.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's better to leave the person you know than put in some or
Unknown.
create a situation you have no idea. You don't know how they're going to act, what kind of control you have. With Biden, they could write you his book with their eyes closed and him not saying a word. They know the steps he's going to take. Trump comes in and it's completely different.
Because here's the thing. Tell me that Israel and what is it, Gaza, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that they didn't automatically know, like, yo, Trump is going to try to prove a point the minute he gets in the office. That's going to be his first. Let's make sure I prove that what I say I'm going to do it. And he's going to make an example out of him keeping his word with us.
Apparently,
and how many days later did it happen?
Five
days later
days,
from him
yeah.
saying those words. Crazy.
No, apparently the prime minister of Israel is not invited or won't be attending the inauguration. That just gives you an idea of, you know, the guy. It sounds like Trump's shitting on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're messing this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he posted something on his social media platform of a guy who basically gave the history of the prime minister of Israel, like all the warmongering he's done since back to the Iraq days. But the fact that he's willing to post that about the prime minister of Israel is freaking amazing.
Which lets you know, and this is the reason why the unknown is such a impactful thing for any human being or anybody in government. It's like, yo, we don't know what this man, we have an idea of what he's capable of doing, but do we really want to try it out and see what happens? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if somebody puts a gun to your back in an alley, you don't know if it's real or fake. You're not about to play around and say, nah, that's a fake gun.
Right.
And then you find out it's a real one.
Nah, man, it's the fear of the unknown. But, I mean, you got to give the dude credit. He made that shit happen. Like,
quick.
You can say whatever you want to say. I can say whatever I want to say. He made it happen. And guess what? Yep. He has no more authority, no more power than Biden does.
He doesn't have
any right now. He's
exactly. This is literally because we know he's about to. So let's go ahead and comply.
The only difference is who's in power.
Correct.
You know, so anyway, let us know what y'all think. Do you agree, disagree? Is Trump really making things happen? What is going on?
Let us know.
Speak to us. See y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.